So where are we going today, folks? We're going to Hudson. An outfit is coming in from Pennsylvania, I understand, and in 3 days, it's extravaganza. They're going to build a public radio station. I repeat, they are going to build a public radio station from scratch and get it onto the air and get it to broadcasting. This is connected somehow with Steve Pierce and Brenda and the dogs and Victoria and Carolyn and Andrew Lynn. So we're waiting for them to pick us up, and of course the dog is going. I would not leave the dog. The dog would be brokenhearted should I leave her. And she was a good dog this morning. We have to find a home for her, better even than the home I'm giving her. A lifelong companion. This way, babe. Hello, little Orphan Annie. Hi, little Orphan Annie. This way, honey. This way, baby. There's her $40,000 doghouse. She loves it. So we'll go south. We have 5 TV stations wrapped for October shows. Hi, folks. Annie. Annie. Kitty. Annie, doggy. Annie, doggy. Hi, Carolyn.
I saw the dog on your show on YouTube.
You did?
I couldn't wait to see the dog.
Hi, Carolyn.
Hi.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Oh yeah, you guys haven't met yet.
Yeah, we have.
Oh yeah, you
the
have.
cupcakes you're
Hi.
eating.
Sweetie.
Oh yeah, Carolyn made the vegan cupcakes with me.
Oh, yes, she did.
Hi, girl. Hi. Oh, she's a little tentative.
No,
Hi,
she
baby.
gets barked because she's scared, but
Hi, sweetie.
after that she
Oh.
loves you and she'll cry when you leave her.
Hi, sweetie.
She looks a lot like
look
Gunny.
skinny.
Who's Gunny?
Gunny's
Oh.
our friend Ryan's dog.
No, she's just scared, Carolyn.
Yeah,
Hi.
And she'll get over it, and then
Yeah.
she'll cry when you
Hi,
leave her.
sweetie.
yeah. I can understand her being scared.
Hi, baby. You're cute.
Yes, she is.
She is skinny.
Yeah, she is. She is.
Doesn't like tall people?
Oh, what's that, honey?
Doesn't like tall people?
She doesn't. She loves you. She's
Yeah.
just scared.
Yeah.
She's scared. She's just scared. That's all. She'll scared, and then she will just love you. And the next time she sees you, and she'll never forget you, and she loves you. She's just scared. That's all.
Hi.
Yeah.
You are a young one.
Yeah. The people who made her homeless said she was 5 months. The vet said she was 8 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, sweet baby. Uh-oh. She likes me.
Doesn't like me yet.
Yes,
Not
she
yet.
will. Yes, she will. Now she's going to
Yeah,
work
she's
on
just
you.
gotta check you out.
Here, pet her.
I'm just gonna let her sniff me for a minute.
Here, I'll pet you.
She,
I'll pet you. I'll pet you, you little sweetheart.
She does look like Gunny, kind of.
Isn't she pretty? See how fawn she is, and then it turns to white? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, look at the kisses you're getting.
Hmm.
You come over and give Carolyn a kiss. Thank you for the use of your car.
No problem.
Come on, baby. We're going to Hudson. You're not going to Waterbury today. You're going to Hudson. Come on, sweet.
Oh, she is good.
She's very playful. I got a, look, she has gone through a $20 brace that I bought her.
Oh, so she's chewing on everything.
And this is another $20 brace. This collar, I'm sure, is too tight. Look, feel it.
Yeah.
It's too tight, isn't it, Carolyn?
It'll be all right. She's got a lot of thick hair around there.
Yeah, I think
Doesn't
it
seem to
might
bother.
be a little too tight. You smell
So
shay
I want to
shay?
get her
You smell shay
another
shay?
harness.
Yeah.
I don't want a choke chain. I think they're cruel, don't
No,
you?
I
My,
don't.
you
I
know,
wouldn't
one
go
of my
for the
friends
choke
has
chain.
for his dog. It has a chain on the back, but then it's just coil on the front, so they can't chew it. But they only get they have the nylon straps that pull on that stay on the chest.
Where can I get one?
It's called
I
a
don't
gentle
know. I'll
leader,
ask
I
him.
think.
Yeah, like they're called.
Yeah, that's
gentle
what I
leaders.
want.
Yeah.
Do you know where he got it?
I don't know, but I can ask him.
Hi, sweet baby. Yes. Yes.
Might be too tall for her.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you remind her of. Well, so what was the story with her? She was just running around?
Yeah, you know Cumberland Convenience Store?
Yeah.
Okay, so she was running there, and she had a collar, and nothing else, and
She
she
must
was...
remind her of somebody. Well, you said that she does it to other people too.
Not, I don't know. And so they were 3 women living with a man, and they got evicted. So the 2 women and the man moved down to Hudson on Warren Street. That is no place for a dog. That's Main Street, Warren Street, where we're going.
Yeah.
That's no place for a dog. And then the 4th one, who was a little kind to her, was going to Messina to see her boyfriend and then going to Nebraska to see her mother, and they were taking the dog to the pound.
Oh no.
And that's when I stepped in.
Aw.
And that was 10 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, honey,
It's gonna get bigger.
you and I are going to, come here, honey. You and I are going to Hudson in this car, these are her dog houses, these 2 Lincolns.
You know what? I was talking to Bran about that, and she said, please beg Glendora not to keep the dog in the car
Uh-huh.
because it's too hot. She said we should look into keeping the dog inside
The dog has
house.
a dog house. The cats will not let the dog in. The dog can make the house. Thank you, sweetie.
Because it's going to
Thank
be
you,
too
sweetie.
hot even if the windows are open.
It's gonna be like
So-
95 today.
So what we'll do is we'll check out the dog room in
All right,
the place.
let me get her lead.
And I think she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not a good match.
Here, honey. Here's your dog dish. Are we all set to lock up?
Yep,
Okay.
think so.
Okay. Now, I talked to Bob Goldberg, and he knows all about you people. Years ago, they were called pirates.
Oh yeah, pirate radio. Yeah.
And the signal goes about a mile.
Well, actually, they got the high-powered license from the FCC.
Oh my goodness, did
They got it. Did you hear about how the FCC was putting out bids for community radio? It was a while ago, and then this place in Hudson won. Yeah, so this is actually high power.
Isn't that lovely? Did you want to meet your ride with the dog and you drive the Lincoln? Did Carolyn drive her car?
If you want me to, I could drive her car behind you.
Oh, why don't I follow you because you guys know where we're going?
Oh, I don't know where we're going.
All right, I'm gonna GPS.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have no idea. Sorry. Yeah, if you don't mind GPSing it.
No, I don't mind. I brought the GPS for that reason.
Hi, baby. Oh my gosh, there's no rear view mirror.
Bye, house. Goodbye, kitty cats.
I think he does like snowmobile patrol and stuff like that. In the winter, everybody just drives around snowmobiles because the snow is so bad. I don't even think they drive their cars much.
My chauffeur is Victoria, and she's a college graduate, so I rather like college graduate chauffeurs. Victoria's going to find the right person for little Orphan Annie.
Yeah.
What about Carolyn? You don't think Carolyn and...
Well, I don't know about if the dog was a little bit warmer to her, maybe.
Oh, I think she will be.
She'll warm up. Well, also, I mean, Carolyn has such a busy lifestyle too that I don't know.
No, it's not nice for this dog to be alone.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like now after seeing her that Eliza and Mike would be a good match if they want her.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, I'll call them.
We'll go up in the Lincoln, okay?
I'll take a picture.
And we'll go. And if we
want to visit them anyway.
And if we do go, I'd like to go the back roads. Would you mind that?
Nope.
The front roads are to go down the Berkshire spur of the New York Thruway to Springfield, pick up I-90, which goes to the Boston area, and 495, which goes around Boston, and then pick up 90 again going up to Portsmouth, and then you go into Maine at Portland.
Oh, we didn't do that last time.
Okay, where did you go into Maine?
We started off at 7. We went through Vermont. We started out.
Oh,
on
that's
Route 7.
wonderful.
Yeah, and I think we did most back roads because Andrew wanted to do the back roads.
Oh, good. We're together on that.
Yeah.
And then Rockland would be east toward the coast.
That
You-
sounds familiar.
Yeah, you come
that's
in.
where we were.
You come into Rockland from New Hampshire, and Rangeley Lakes is usually where you come into Maine from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Victoria, you know how I love my Vario camera, the red one?
Yes. Did something happen to it?
Yes, I left it
saw
on.
that.
I left it on the concrete platform of a gasoline pump.
Oh no.
It went away and left it. When I went back, it's gone.
Oh.
We asked the people in the 2 stores to watch for it, and then we reported it to the police. There's a 1% chance that it might come back, but
That's sad.
so I immediately had to go buy this one, and this Vario red one, they don't make it anymore. It's a high-end camera,
Oh.
and they don't make it anymore. And this one is a copycat, but a low end. She is so telegenic.
Have you had her around other dogs?
Let me think. She saw a Caesar dog, and she saw a Princess dog and bear dog. She didn't get close to them. Answer, no. But she's scared mostly.
Was there a sign that she was abused by anybody? Or just neglected?
When I tried to approach her, she barked at me.
Oh, okay.
But that was only because she was scared.
So she barked at you first, too. Hi, Ryder! I know her. My friend Ryder lives here.
Good. And, but after that, when I went to get her and pick her up, she never barked at me again. After she knew me. You see that steeple? Isn't that the tallest steeple you ever saw?
Yeah.
All right, that's St. John's Lutheran. It's out of business. It was bought by a recording company. That beautiful church.
Oh, I can't. The thing doesn't come down.
No, it doesn't.
Are you doing radio stuff?
Yes!
Hey, I'll see you.
Okay, me and Glendora will be there. This is my friend Ryder.
Hi, Ryder. And this
We'll
is
see-
Little Orphan
this is
Annie.
Little Orphan Annie. Okay, we'll see you there.
Yeah, I'll see you everywhere.
Okay.
Oh, she liked that.
Yeah.
Good for you. Anyway, isn't that sad about that church?
Yeah.
That great big steeple
Goodness.
is now a recording studio. And Kirk, you know Kirk, he climbed way to the top of that steeple because he worked for them cleaning up the church.
Oh my God.
And he climbed way to the top of it.
Wow.
We're in Hudson, New York, folks, Columbia County, state of New York, United States of America, the world, because this is on YouTube. You folks all over the world, this is what the USA looks like. On the last year of the first decade of the third millennium. Do you know what street this is? We just passed the sign. Next corner will tell you.
Oh, this is Time Space Limited. It's like a performance art area. Or art space, which they do screenings and it's supposed to be really neat.
Oh. And when you get to the corner, will you tell me what 2 streets it is?
That one is 4th, North 4th Street.
Thank you.
And I'm not sure yet what this one is. But when we pass it.
So you're going to Maine, maybe, Annie? Maine's a pretty nice place. That's where I was born.
Well, that's what I was telling Andrew last night we were watching. I was like, we should send Annie back where Glendora's from.
You had Glendora too.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's room for you in their big house.
I'll be so interested to find out what that is. Because my brother, his son, his two sons.
This is Columbia.
Oh, and
They all live there.
and my other nephew, my other brother's son, they all live within 50 miles of where you're saying.
Oh. That would be nice for you to be with them, right?
No, I'm not going back.
So just to visit them.
To visit them, but they're lovely people.
When's the last time you saw them?
I saw July for 2 days in 2009.
Oh, wow. Last year. Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
She is. And when she
I
looks
love
at you
her.
with those brown eyes,
Oh, she's the sweetest.
she really is a beautiful girl. But she'll be spayed this Thursday. 8 hours is okay because we've got 3 drivers. You could switch off drivers every hour.
Yeah.
We could take this car.
What's the longest you've driven it in this car?
This car?
Yeah.
The longest?
Yeah. It goes like very far, right? You've driven it to
Well,
Maine in the past?
no. Lots of times from White Plains to Long Island.
Oh, that's far.
Lots of times from Chatham to Hopewell Junction, Fishkill, those places, Poughkeepsie, lots of times. Lots of times from here to White Plains. Okay. So on any trip, I would say 200 miles. A round trip, 400.
Here it is.
Oh. You know Mary Kilter, my neighbor?
Mm-hmm.
She went to high school here.
Oh, really?
St. Mary's Academy. They closed it down.
Aw. Uh-oh.
Okay, pull over in the shade.
Park.
Shade, you want a shady? Right here.
I'm
Right
gonna
here.
park over here under the tree. You can't park on this side. You can't park on the left there. I think we really can't leave her out even if we find a shady spot.
Yes, we can. Okay, right under the tree, sweetie. Go right on the lawn.
Uh-oh.
That's not sunny enough. You can't go in the lawn.
This is gonna be a problem. This car's too big.
We gotta go there in that shady spot across the street, honey.
We have to find shady spot. We can't park on the left side of the street.
Okay.
Hi, sweet dog.
All right, you have to cut. You're going into some posts. Hold it. Okay.
Oh, I see.
We're not webcasting today, so that's why they go out tomorrow.
Glendora.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm
Andalusia.
Oh, Andalusia, I heard about you.
You heard about me. I heard about you.
You heard about Bob Goldberg too, don't you?
Oh no, I only heard about you.
Here's my $25 membership.
Oh, great. Okay. So this is Glendora. We're presenting a movie about her. She does her own public access show.
Ian.
Oh, nice to meet you, Ian.
We don't even need to get you a name tag. You're set. That's good. So she has $25. She wants to be a WGXC member.
Okay, great. Oh,
So-
you want to also become a WGXC member?
Yeah. And so she's but I said she
Government has the list of the logging.
yeah, I think she's just presenting. She's a presenter, so that should just probably just go to WGXC.
Okay, so we have more WGXC.
Do you know Glendora?
Hi.
She just became a WGXC member.
Well, welcome. Thank you.
We're showing a movie about her at 3 o'clock today.
Excellent. This is Echo. Can you say hello?
Oh, are you going to have a question and answer?
Sure.
Is that what you're going to have? Yeah, okay. Hi there.
Oh,
You want to fill out the form to become a WGXC member?
Yeah, would you help me do that?
Sure. So, I can just read your name right there, Glendora.
Yes,
No, you had mentioned
Dora.
that's enough, just Glendora. And then you want a box 124, you want a mailing address?
Yeah.
Box 124.
back from her
Box 124.
Otherwise, I can just,
Ghent, G-H-E-N-T,
G-A.
G-H-E-N-T,
G-H.
New York,
Yep.
121, excuse me, 12075. The telephone number is 518-328-6066.
Okay. I would like to support WGXC with a one-time donation of $25. This is
Does that make me a member?
cash. Yep. Great. Okay, so I'll make sure they get this.
And you spell Ian, I-A-N, or
Yep,
E-A-N?
I-A-N.
I-A-N, yes. Ian, will you get me some water for the
I
dog?
will get you some water.
Oh, thank you. Hi there.
And then there's also, if you just want to, do some volunteer hours, we're looking for volunteers for various.
No one's actually crazy on this right now. Yeah, I'm a little stressed about something. Check people in if it says pending.
Did you meet Glendora? She just became a member of WGXC. We're showing a movie about her today. She does a public access television show. Is it public access?
We have 1,400 public access shows on YouTube.
Wow. Wait, 1,400 of your show?
Yeah.
Here you go, Glendora.
1,400 half hours.
Wow.
Thank you very much, honey. Could you give me a receipt, Ian?
A receiet?
Yeah. Just take a piece of paper and write $25 membership.
Yeah, I can write it on here, I think. $25.
Membership. And what's the name of it?
Member.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought there were three, but
Remember, $25.
Thanks. And what's the name of it right up here?
The name of what?
Your organization is?
It's WGXC. I'm not with WGXC. I'm with Prometheus Radio Project. But this is their form to fill out.
And what's WGXC, the new station
Yep,
here?
that's the new radio station here.
Okay. And how far does it travel? How far does your signal travel?
The signal is 3,300 watts. It's going to cover Greene and Columbia counties.
Oh, how
It's a full power
nice.
station. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Boy, and they had a competition and you won the competition?
Yeah, they applied for the application and they got it.
They applied for the application. Do you know why they got it? Why are they so good?
You should, if you want to talk about it, you should talk to somebody from WGXC, like Galen or Emily. They both work for WGXC and they're volunteers for WGXC, so
Oh,
better
okay.
people to talk to than me.
Oh, all righty. Thank you, Ian.
Like not Glendora. I want someone else to introduce you to. This is Antoine. He's been working in public access television for a really long time.
Oh, nice to meet you,
Nice to
Anton.
meet you. So you have a show?
Yeah, I do. I have 90 TV stations.
Oh, okay.
And I have we're going into 5,800 shows we've done.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
we've done it since 1972, which is 38 years.
Wow.
Now tell me about yourself.
I work at Philly Cam. That's
Where?
the new Philly Cam. It's the public access station in Philly.
Oh, that are they actually on the air?
On the air. Yep.
What was their problem? The last I knew, they were looking for a place to rent or to.
Well, right now it's a temporary space that's being leased downtown.
Oh, it is.
And we'll have a permanent space.
Would you please help me get my program on there? All right. Can you take a piece of paper and give me your address and your number? Right here, honey. And I'll give you my number.
Okay.
And maybe I can help you with my TV station. If you wanted another TV station.
Oh, you want that?
And what is it called in Philadelphia?
Philly Cam.
Philly Cam. Mm-hmm. And that's not related to Drexel, is it?
Nope.
And the Comcast is the carrier?
Yeah. Channel 66.
All I need is your telephone number and your name. That's enough.
I don't know that.
Yo no sé cocinar, pero
¿Por qué no? Or limpiar.
Here, you hold that and take
That's
pictures.
my cell phone.
That's
I know,
good.
I know that for now, yeah.
That's good. Now let me give you mine.
Okay.
Now, how do I go about this?
There's a program submission form.
Okay, will you send that?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay, and I fill that out. And will you be my local sponsor?
I have to see the program, but I can do.
Yeah, I
just
tell you
do
what
that.
it's about.
Yeah.
You can see 1,400 of them on the YouTube.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We're up to program number 5,800.
Oh,
We
wow.
started in 1972.
Okay. Okay.
So that's good. Would you go up to YouTube and look at them?
Yeah.
And when you go to YouTube, I'd go up to the most recent ones that were just put up yesterday, the day before.
What's it called?
A chat with Glendora.
Okay.
Here, you want a pen? Yeah.
we just need to. We have like a huge. We have like a whole schedule.
Oh, that's
Really.
okay. What time?
People.
So you send them over there and they can talk to you?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, so if I see volunteer at Tom.
And let's see, what else can I tell you? So you send me the form, and then do you have to take it in and show your license, something like that?
Not yet. We don't have that. But you do have to have a local sponsor.
Oh, okay,
So,
and you can
yeah.
do that without any...
I have to ask him.
Yeah,
If it's okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I can sponsor you locally in my place.
Okay.
And my local cable TV company plays my show 2 hours every night, Monday through Friday.
Okay. It's Comcast?
No, it isn't.
Time Warner?
It's Fairpoint.
Fairpoint. Wow.
And Time Warner, they're both there.
They're both- okay.
We actually have competition.
Oh, okay.
All you have in Philadelphia then is Comcast, right?
And Verizon.
Oh, Verizon is in?
Yeah.
How are they handling that?
I'm not sure because I just got there. So, but yeah, I mean, we're still waiting to get, to have money from them in the future. You know, to do
Is
public
the city
access.
funding them? 5% of the revenue?
Yeah.
And who's the executive director?
Philly Cam?
Yeah.
Gretchen Clausen?
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's at
do you-
Scribe.
She's what?
She's from Scribe. Scribe Video Center.
I don't know what that is, honey. What's Scribe Video Center?
Oh, they teach people how to do documentary production, do video production work.
Do you
They just
know-
don't have a channel. That's the difference. So you go and you learn and you can do work there, but you don't. There's no channel.
Okay, how long is
That's what
that going to go on?
That's what we come. No, but we have public access now. So
Oh, we have it.
that's,
What channel
that's
is it?
66. Yeah. So
What is the
That's what
telephone
we're
number for Philly TV?
I'll have to get it off of
You
them.
don't know
Yeah,
it, huh?
I'm not gonna
It's
tell
called
you.
Philly what?
Philly Cam.
Philly
You can-
Cam.
yeah.
What's their address?
Philly Cam. You want the physical address or the email?
No, physical address.
Physical address 2232 Vine Street.
Okay. What you got for a camera, honey?
Vixia.
Isn't it pretty?
Oh yeah, it's real nice.
Oh, it's
It's got
wonderful.
this.
It looks like it does all kinds of things. And what's your show about?
Text it out. I do different little I'm documenting this event, so I do just little community documentaries.
Okay. Oh, you
events
do?
and things like that. Mhm.
How nice.
Yeah.
What do you call your show?
Well, I had a program in Atlanta called Sidewalk Stories.
How's Atlanta doing? Are they, the last I knew,
Not
they were
too good.
cut back, cut back, cut back.
Yeah.
And I know that woman down there. What is her name? She's a sweetheart. What's her name? Who's the head of it? You know.
Charlotte?
Yes, Engel.
Yeah, you know
Charlotte? Yes, I do. I know her
Okay.
well, and I love her.
Okay, yeah. That's where I came from. I came from there to here.
Well, it's a great. I love their name for public access. It's
Yeah.
People
People
TV.
TV, yep.
Yeah, right. Oh, good.
So, let's ask Ian.
Manchester New Hampshire doesn't require a signer.
They don't?
No.
Okay, so
Maybe I could get you a signer in Waterbury, Connecticut. You want to know how Hartford, Connecticut handles their public access? They have a meeting the first month of every season, and if you go to the meeting and you fill out the application and you leave it, you're guaranteed a public access slot for 3 months. And you come back at the next fall meeting or the next winter meeting. The next meeting is December 13th. You think you can make it?
Probably not.
We'll be going, and if you could get as far as my place, we could take you. Hi. What do you think of everything?
I think it's good so far.
Do you?
Yeah.
You waited a long time for it?
I suppose.
Yeah. This is great. And it goes so far. It goes
I know.
green in Columbia County.
Oh no, I know. It's really.
Is this where is there a station going to be?
Well, the office, the studios are right here in Hudson.
Do you know where?
Yeah, they're up on the park. If you up at the top of Warren Street, just around between 7th and the Park Street, there's a building, a brick building at the north side of the park.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it's great. It's
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, upstairs. They're building them out now.
I'm going to put this on all of my TV stations. Oh, okay. I have 90 TV stations, public access stations.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Great.
She was so scared. Well, I was going to quit after fulfilling my commitments to the after-school program.
That's nice of you.
Let me see what's here. Good stuff.
She's in the room we're going to be in.
Okay, you know
This is St. Mary's Academy. My neighbor, Mary Kilser, went to high school here. What a pretty girl.
I'm falling in love
Did you hear that, honey? Did you hear that?
Come here, sweetie. Oh, down, down. Oh, I'm gonna go in and get some food.
Oh, I brought that for you. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Give this to
Yeah.
the doggy. See if the doggy likes
Don't give her the whole
cornbread.
thing. Yeah. Sure she does. I'm gonna go and get. Is there any like food?
Oh, yes.
You want me to get some of that for you, and then I'll come back out and share this?
All righty.
And I have to find out where we're screening, but it's only 12:20. So.
Do you know that they cover all of Columbia County and all of Greene County?
No, I didn't know.
Columbia County goes way up to Rensselaer County.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's high powered. Very exciting. I'm gonna put her water bowl over here. I took a picture with my phone and sent it to Eliza. See what
You
she
did?
says. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I swear, it's amazing how much she looks like their dog that they lost. Feels as if she's coming back around for her.
Honest to Pete, right?
Yeah. You look so much like Inga.
I told you about the boss who believed in resurrection.
Yep. Oh, is that a good puppy? Can you give paw? Can you give paw yet? No, not yet.
Yes, she can. She's just
Paw.
thinking about the food.
Oh, give me paw. Oh, baby. Oh, I love you. Oh, I want you for myself. I want you for me and Shay. Look at those eyes.
Oh, her eyes are
eyelashes.
lovely. Find out what she should eat when you go in. If you can find anything that she should eat.
Okay.
And if you want any money to get her dog food or anything.
Oh, yeah, we should have brought her some.
Oh, she's fussy.
All right, so it went well in there?
Yes, I met a man from Philadelphia who's going to help me get on TV there.
Oh, good.
That's one of my top 15 markets.
Yay. I was gonna say, yeah, there's gotta be somebody from Philly Public Access here. Okay, I'll be back.
What else do you like? Hi there.
Hi. I'm gonna go upstairs and put the screen up.
Oh, all right. Can I help you?
Yeah, if you want. You don't have to.
I'm gonna take my keys back because I'm gonna go get my tech bag. Yeah, yours. He's here.
My visual thing may not add very much to our conversation.
Are there going to be slides?
No.
Oh. So, why don't we see if there's another look around, see if there's another room that might be a little cooler?
But you're all cool.
Except that all the equipment is hooked up here, so.
No, but it's only your
Did
your
the windows
laptop.
open, or would that just make it
that's the
hotter?
Well, it's basically just your computer.
Up above they open. Well, no, I mean, I forget my computer, I don't know my computer. But the,
Oh, but this is what you're using.
this is, WGXC set this up. I
Oh,
wasn't-
okay.
I had nothing to do with it. But I assume that when we start, somebody should look at the directions and press record. Whoa, it's hot in here.
There's some talk of moving, maybe, if we can.
If you can keep walking around me, because
Above, they might open.
This emergency one might open up more. I feel like if it should, if it's gonna be an emergency. As long as it doesn't just like fall out, right?
No, it's open, it's one up here.
I think that's what it's gonna do.
Oh, then you don't want to.
Yeah, it's gonna just fall.
Oh, yeah, it's open.
I'll go over this way.
For all the good there's no air windows, so I have to do.
for the point, not even a ceiling fan.
Yeah, does anybody know if these schools are even in operation? Looks like they're Well, or we should just disclaim that it's gonna stink anyway. I think even I put on deodorant, gone away.
Should we, it's like 7 after, should we wait a little longer, or should we just get rolling?
No, yeah, I think we should go on.
Should we start the machines?
There's some tips for us. Did anybody read the tips for presenters?
Oh, we have tips. We need to be fully
There may be something we need to do.
I haven't had time to read anything yet. I just
Well, you all don't read the tips, just in case we don't hit any of those, you don't have to judge us too heavily.
There is something
Ignore
we're
the
supposed to
tips
read
for
aloud.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like a PSA or like a top of the hour?
It says, read this aloud. Explain where and when people can continue working. Sunday from lunchtime until 3 p.m. is open space to schedule continuations or spin-off workshops. Post an invite or look for one at the smorgasbord at registration to get a location where you can meet. And that board was right down inside the left.
It's also worth noting for automation specifically. I think this afternoon and tomorrow morning we'll actually be making the studio automation system in the studio. And so just pop on over there and say I want to talk to the people that are doing automation stuff, and they hopefully one of us will be over there and you can actually see it getting implemented in real.
starting what time?
Probably gonna go over there right after this session. Start trying to round stuff up. So this afternoon through this evening, and then tomorrow morning around probably 9:30, 10, I'll be over there, and other people will be doing it.
You're secretly a presenter now.
What do I have to say?
Automation. Tell us all about it.
You can emit cool air
Yeah.
instead of hot air.
You can walk around here. Every time you walk in, there's cool breeze.
All right.
Okay, one more space, I'll do it with you.
So, just to get things started, I think the format we were generally discussing was to be pretty open, so doing some basic introductions to the three of us, who we are, why we're here, to actively learning about automation, and then there's going to be some background given about automation systems in general, and then we were, depending on what folks wanted to do, if you had specific questions or wanted to know specific things about automation or discuss your automation system, we would do that. Otherwise, we would try to step through the process that's going to be implemented here at the radio station over the next couple days, the Campcaster, and kind of go through a top-level introduction of that whole process. So I'm Dan Blah. I come from, live in DC now, work for New American Foundation, but hail from another barn raising station called WRVU LP Urbana, 104.5 FM, out of the Independent Media Center there in downtown Urbana. It was a 2005 barn raising station. Been one of the tech folks there for quite some time, up until about a year ago when I moved on to DC. Was an interim station manager. We used Zara radio for the most part. That was just kind of happened to be the thing of the day. And we used Campcaster, which is what they're hoping to utilize here as our backup and an eventual system to migrate to. And you know, been keeping up and doing kind of, as community radio stations are, a little bit of everything surrounding low power FM for over 5 years.
My name is Nick Ring. I'm from WBCR LP in Great Barrington, Massachusetts, which is about 40 minutes east of here. And we have, this October will officially be on the air 6 years. And we use Megaseg for automation, and we have from the beginning. It's a combination, specifically radio designed automation, as well as mixed focus for individual DJing, like event DJing. So it has several different interfaces. We very quickly, when we started as a station, we had no studio, and so automation was very important to us for getting on the air and producing programming, and we have continued with it in different ways.
You're right on time. My name is Steve Pierce, and I've been working in radio for a long time. I spend a fair amount of time working with commercial broadcasters because that's how I made money to support myself. If you take one of those and pass it around, that'd be great. That's how I made money to support myself working on community radio projects. I spent some time in New Orleans WWOZ, which actually was a very early crude form of radio automation that they used for community radio. And I've been in a bunch of other stations since, but I'm living now in Troy, New York, and Sanctuary for Independent Media is a venue that we created because we don't have a radio station, couldn't get a cable franchise, and we figured that we should just start doing something on our own, and maybe one day the internet will turn into something viable for distribution, and we'll already have a production facility. So I have to tune in a little later on that, see how it works out. Yeah, so I think maybe I'll talk about try to take a disadvantage and turn it into an advantage. My advanced age, talk a little bit about the early days of automation.
On the rants in here, no, I'm on board in here.
What's that?
I'm talking to myself.
Nothing wrong with that. You doing the audio?
Yeah. Oh, I
This thing
do
is,
want this.
I got this far, and when it said, do I want to disconnect two users, I thought, you know what? I'll wait for someone else to push that button.
Okay.
So thanks for coming in.
I want to see if this works.
Where do we want to go from here? Can I just launch into?
Yeah, because I'm
check. I'm not hearing it.
So, from my perspective, somebody who's done a little bit of commercial radio work and a lot of community-based work, and for a while, my early sense of automation was that it was a bad thing. And in fact, automation to a large extent has killed radio as a viable communications medium. It's really best exemplified by Clear Channel, which has taken a model that they're very proud of, McDonald's, and applied it to the radio business, and have created this monster where every radio station everywhere sounds exactly the same. Very consistent, very uniform. You always know what you're going to hear. And in fact, he was the CEO of Clear Channel, was in Lake George, New York, just up the road from here a few years ago. He was actually speaking at a conference of radio broadcasters, bragging about how they had applied the concepts of McDonald's to the radio business. And subsequently, the radio business basically tanked because, as we know now, people don't want to hear the same thing all the time. They don't want uniformity, and they'd rather go almost anywhere else. So the key thing for us is to use automation in a way that's going to be beneficial and not make these same mistakes. In the corporate commercial world, the role of automation is the same as anywhere in capitalism, is to reduce the input into your business and get control over it. So you want to reduce labor and get the maximum amount of control over people who are working for you. And to the extent that you can't get rid of people, you de-skill the workplace so much that you can take minimum wage people and have them do the job for you. And they have this mindless sort of existence in your radio station and can be replaced at any time. So they can't organize and they really have no leverage over your operation. So that obviously in the context of a community station would be a bad thing. A bunch of mindless automatons, always in fear of being replaced by someone else. Wouldn't want that. So if you look at sort of the trajectory that the automation technology has taken, the 70s and 80s automation was basically, this was before networks that worked well in real time. Companies like Bonneville Broadcasting would send out these big reels of tape that had music on them, and some of them had announcing on them, and they had Q tones. So you would put on the tape and press play, and when the Q tone, which you wouldn't hear over the air, sometimes you would, and sometimes you still hear it on network broadcasts. You hear a beep at the top of the hour, very low frequency. That would trigger another tape machine that would start a commercial or would start a local announcement. Because the whole key is to make it sound like it's local, even though it's national programming and comes out of a box. And didn't really work all that well, except from the perspective of the business owners. It did work to replace the people who they had to pay, personality DJs. And that technology has evolved to the point where now, through several iterations, satellite technology really is what allowed this to take off, because you could have programming coming from a single location and could repeat it basically everywhere in the country, all around the world. And the only thing you would have to do is insert local announcements that made it sound kind of community oriented. And if you think about it, it's not just commercial stations that have done it. Who else uses that model for programming? Yeah, that's the NPR model. They've successfully turned the entire network of community radio stations that existed in the 70s, 60s, and 70s into a national repeating system for content that's produced elsewhere. And they're realizing now, PBS actually did a much worse job of it from a production perspective, because local television programming is very expensive to produce. And it's difficult, and they've eliminated their capacity to originate local programming as a result of relying so heavily on high production value national programs. And so that's something to look out for in a community station as well. If you get people used to really high production value programming, it's difficult to produce it on a local level with volunteers. In some ways, you have to educate people to accept a certain sound as the sound of authenticity, as opposed to the sound of corporate America or even national public radio. So you have this satellite-based system that Clear Channel took and really maximized the use of the technology by getting rid of everybody in the radio station except for salespeople and programming with satellites or over the internet. And particularly the internet application was hiring one DJ who would record voice tracks for local stations by subscribing to the local newspaper or looking at the local newspaper on the web, even though the person doing the announcing was actually in another state. And we say, oh, did you go to the show, the awesome show at Club Helsinki last night? Michelle and Degacello was really great. I had an awesome time. And this person is in California, recording these tracks that then get inserted into the automation for the local station. And so that's what passes for radio in most communities, and why it's so fantastic that WGXC is going on here, because you really basically have very little local programming left anymore. So here you have this evil sort of model of automation, which is designed to increase control over employees, reduce labor costs, and so on and so forth, expand uniformity. And here we are in a context where we're trying to put together a really creative radio station and do it on a budget and do the best radio that people have ever heard. Well, so a place where I first ran into automation was in New Orleans, where it was not unlike Hudson, a community that had a lot of cultural vitality, a lot of people interested in broadcasting, but there was no community radio. So people didn't really know what community radio is. In fact, if you said community radio in New Orleans, the white people in New Orleans thought that community radio was NPR, and the black people in the city, the majority, thought community radio was the locally owned black commercial radio stations that were playing pop music. There was no idea that community radio was radio produced by individuals who are into music and culture and so forth, and who see amateurism as being a good thing, not a bad thing. And so the challenge for the station was to create a trained group of people who didn't really know what they were doing, but who would sound good right away, so that other people listening would understand quickly what the station was all about. And so what they did was they trained a few people, and they also used reels of tape, but they pre-recorded shows that were 90 minutes long, which would allow people to spend a lot of time on their programs. They would plan out what they were going to do and really think about what they were going to say. Then they would record it on tape, and the tape would get played back over the air. So there's the notion of having control over your media product, but not from the sense of trying to take advantage of people, but rather to try to train people before they get on the air. And in fact, that's one of the advantages of WGXC not going on the air live right away. They'll be on a web stream for a little while, where the impact of making mistakes live on air is much less significant. Hopefully by the time the transmitter gets turned on, the station will have a very polished group of people here who really sound good, and the station's schedule will be filled out. So the other advantage in New Orleans was that with this library of tapes, they avoided what's called warm body radio in the community radio business, where you go, oh my God, we have a time slot that's open on Tuesday morning at 10. Everybody works during the day, we can't find anybody good. Can't we find somebody? And yeah, you can. They tend to be oftentimes real losers who are self-promoters and otherwise aren't really motivated to help the radio station. They're there either because they have nothing else to do or because they have some ulterior motive or whatever it might be. Now, this is a minority of people, but it's definitely a phenomenon you'll find in all community stations.
Well, not these days when nobody can get work. There's great people unemployed who can be producing shows.
But they're also the warm bodies. The warm bodies will be there too. And so unless you have a programming, this is another subject. That's the program council, where you sort through the people and make sure you're getting the ones that you want, not just the ones who are available. But yeah, that's the great thing about a bad economy. In fact, we always say that full unemployment is the enemy of community radio, right? You don't want people working in paid jobs where they're fulfilled and able to do whatever they want. You need alienated people who need outlets for their expression. But that's another workshop too. But warm body radio, before automation systems that were readily available to community stations, meant that your station would be populated with people that you didn't want on the air. They were just there because you needed them to keep the station going. And so that's a bad thing. So if you had an automation system, you actually would no longer be held hostage by the need to have a warm body. Now the other thing that's nice about warm bodies, though, is that if you're running a station that's trying to conduct business hours, and you're automated all the time, that means there's nobody there to let the next person in who's got a show, or to accept a UPS package, or to call the fire department because the gas heater in the bathroom just caught on fire, whatever it is. So it's nice to have somebody there. Ideally you get somebody who's good on the air, who's also responsible, who can help keep the station going at a time when you don't have paid staff who can do that for you. So the tape thing wasn't great because running the same tapes over and over again, it got kind of boring. You'd hear the first song and go, oh my God, not the thing on Oriental Foxtrot music again. You would know within seconds. Because when you think about it, the number of hours in a week, was it 168 or something like that? That's a lot of programming. And if you have to do it every week, it'd be very, very difficult to come up with a lot of original programming that would keep you going for a long time. So it became, people were really happy when the station started going on the air more regularly live. The other thing about it, the reason why it was nice to be able to be on tape, is the first studio was above Tipitina's nightclub in New Orleans. So at 11 o'clock, the bands would start playing, and the noise was so thunderous that there were only, really, you got three options. You could do your radio show, but you'd have to shout into the microphone over the band downstairs to announce what the last song was you played. And every time somebody turned the mic on after a song, you'd hear the Neville Brothers playing, and then there's somebody shouting over the microphone about the song that he just played. Or you would put a microphone through a hole in the floor and just give up and broadcast the Neville Brothers live from Tipitina's. Or you could put on a tape, because then it didn't really matter what was going on in the station. So the software, the availability of low-cost computers, iTunes, what was the first one, the PC-based one that was